What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 AI only battle. Just ran out of words to say. The Disappearing Civs AI only battle. We've not made it through too many turns. I think it's to do with the map. It is quite big, and obviously shorter episodes as well, which might change soon. I'm not 100% certain, but that might get a little bit longer. We might be getting a bit of a buff to that, but that will depend. I'll see. Keep an eye out for Thursday, and you'll find out. But Egypt versus the Songhai, another big war, and yes, the Civs are gone. That is good news. There's no more evidence. Well, there is some evidence of some improved tiles, which I ship's pretty good if you like just settle here. You just get the improved tiles, and you can see where the cities were. They got destroyed, but yeah, that just happens. I don't know what happens to anyone who's trading with them. I assume it just sort of stops. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Obviously, we're 32 turns away. We probably won't quite make it to 100. I'll see where we're at. If we can get to 95, which is probably unlikely, the next episode we'll get a deleting of Civs. If not, it will be the one afterwards. And there's actually an AI info addicts to sort out at the same time as well. The Goths and Russia versus the Huns. That is pretty big. I just looked at the minimap. These Civs are actually really big. The Goths and Russia v the Huns. Is that what I just read out? Yes. Okay. I thought if it was both v Russia, that would have been worse. But yeah, no. Russia versus the Huns. It should be. I don't know, I feel like this is going to be a bit of a stalemate. I'm not really sure, especially that mountain there. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we'll see if the Goths get involved. It'll change, but I don't see the Goths really sending everything over. Rome making a start here with their ballistas, and maybe this will go well for them. Not really sure for them, but if they could grab this, that'd be great. It would certainly weaken Spain, who are one of the strongest civs in Europe with 4 cities. While we're here, I'll do it in a break. I need to count how many civs are left for the count. I think there's 37. But the Sioux and Germany both died, so that sort of threw a span. 2 got deleted, so that should be 4. Yes, that is 37. Okay, no, that's right. Brazil versus the Inca, the battle for South America. It would be really bad if one of them took the other one out and then got deleted, and then there's just no one here. That would be... We've just done an old world game. Can't have another one. Oh my goodness, you don't see that every day. Japan has conquered a city off of Mongolia. Very impressive start for the Japanese as they get a second city in the mainland, and these are ports as well, so they're going to be a naval presence in the Pacific. This is quite exciting. It looks like China will eliminate Korea and knock us down to 36. France versus Greece. They do border each other. This city is in an amazing spot, though. It should be safe. Low city defense at the moment compared to this one, but sure it will go. Oh, the Ottomans looking really strong as well, by the way. They've been sort of sneaking another settlement here next to Arabia. I'm sure that will trigger some wars, but you know, they're looking good. Problem is, I don't really know why is their army all over here. Like, go after Arabia. That's probably your best shot. I don't really know what else they could do, to be honest, with these borders. Could, I guess, go after Persia, just because you have a bit of a tech advantage, but they do have immortals now, which probably won't be too fun to face off against. Rome did grab a second city in North Africa, so they're certainly interested to see what they can do down here. And obviously we've got the whole Americas. Texas versus Aztecs is the main one going on down here. America, Canada is a bit of a stalemate since New York fell. The Oracle competed by the Kulin, who are on their own over here. And they're doing fine. Sorry it does that. If I click across the map, I'll just have to scroll around, I think, and just more roaming around, and then it doesn't do it as badly. But yeah, this map's huge. Sadly, it's going to happen. Indonesia still haven't used the settler. A bit sad, but they are getting things going now. They've got a cargo ship. So, is that... They finished Stonehenge. That's pretty impressive if they did complete that. Ooh. Persia v the Huns. This, even if they aren't really strong enough to catch anything, that city looks interesting. I'm sure it will load eventually. There you go. Yeah, this, even at least it's a distraction to the Huns, who are already having to fight Russia in the north. The Goths, yeah, don't seem too interested. They're just defending from the Greeks. Brazil, not too much. There's not really a way to slowly guide my way around the Atlantic. Well, I guess I could just go over the sea. I don't know why I thought I had to go over all the land then, but there we go. It doesn't really make a huge difference, to be honest, wherever I click. Zulu's looking good. They eliminated Congo. Okay, Congo's gone, so there must be... Yeah, I need to recount how many civs are alive. There's certainly not 37, I don't think, because there's 41 at the start. China conquered conquering Seoul. Should happen soon, although... Okay, no, there was a trireme. I was going to say the Spearman's not close enough, but there we go. Korea is eliminated, and China looking very good themselves here. China, Mongolia, Japan having a good start. This is impressive in East Asia. I mean, they've all got a lot of space, so it does make sense. There's plenty of space still in sort of Siberia and East Asia, South America. There's a little bit in Africa, mostly where Ethiopia was, and the rest of the space, the only other real areas, there's a few Indonesian islands, Western Australia, and a little bit of the northern parts of the tundra in the US and Canada even. And yeah, up here in a bit of Scandinavia. Not that we'll probably see any civs settling up here in the ruins of what was Germany. Can't even, there was a city here. I think there was two others. You can't seem to see them, but this will all get swallowed up. Egypt completes the Alhambra wonder. Quite nice, and they are beginning an attack on the Songhai. We'll see how this goes. Seems like it's mainly the only war actually in Africa at the moment, but Egypt are looking good. If they can match up to the Zulu, that would be impressive, but the Zulu impies are coming. No Burundi to deal with, among other things. It's looking good. I tried to get Rwanda to work, but obviously they just didn't work with this map, I'm afraid. So again, they didn't even show up as a choice. But we'll see. Obviously the Zulu looking very scary. Quite a few cities looking very scary around the globe. Texas, okay, no, this city's healing. Don't worry, they're not losing it. Trying to get in here. I mean, they could do with conquering the Aztecs. I mean, I wonder if the Mayans would consider joining in, but they seem a little bit preoccupied. The Mayans are doing rubbish as well. Like, you still could get all of Northern South America, but yeah, what are you doing? Brazil not having too much success so far. The Inca are pretty well set up to defend. Built some forts. I mean, I don't know why that one was necessary, but that seems like overkill. But like, this one's a pretty good spot. Maybe build another one over here in the future and you'll be in a great spot. But yeah, not going too well for Brazil so far, even if they do have some advantages. Someone will get the Ciro de Potosi wonder at some point, I would imagine. Sadly, there's no El Dorado, it seems, on this map. Obviously, different maps will have different wonders. And the Shoshone all the way out into Alaska, so they will be in the Pacific as well as California, who've built a couple of settlers. Don't know where they're planning on sending them. Maybe they're going to go and colonize this part of Asia. I mean, it's very plausible. Arabia versus Egypt, a big one. And they've actually managed, because of Egypt's just sort of lack of prep for this, they've actually got the first wave of units over the sea, which gives them a huge advantage, because now they can just basically cross the sea for free. Not so good for Egypt, who did just peace out with the Songhai, though. So good timing for Egypt to flood back this way. France then attacked the Ottomans. And France attacked the Goths. That's the bigger one. France v the Goths is a pretty big one here. Obviously, there's an annoying choke point there for France, but sure this can work out. And this would be a pretty big scalp if they could get it. And it looks like someone will be conquering Seville off Spain here. I'm guessing it will be France, because they haven't... Oh no, Rome's got a melee unit. One of them will be conquering Seville. We'll see who it goes to. It's going to be next turn at the very least. How are the South Asian civs doing? Siam looking good. Another new city out here. Southern India, of course, for them, and Southeast Asia. Harappa are in this region as well, more to the north. We'll see. Harappa look really strong as well. So we're not sure who's going to come out on top of these two. And obviously, when you mix that in with a really strong China, Mongolia, Japan, Parthia are at least in an awkward spot to make things more difficult for the other civs to kill them. Could get interesting. Okay, Arabia, you sure you want to fight Egypt and the Ottomans at the same time? Not sure why you're doing that. This could get a little scary for Arabia. Because the Ottomans certainly have the units and aren't really doing anything, so they're certainly ready to go. And Rome has grabbed the city of Seville, so they're looking... Oh, these united borders, they're looking nice for Rome. Looking a bit better here in southern Europe, but Spain, not so good. Songhai now versus Arabia. What is going on in this sort of band of the Sahara Desert and the Arabian Peninsula right now? Crazy events. Russia. Has this been here the whole time? A new city out towards this open region. They have musketmen, which is pretty good. I think that's the first time we've seen musketmen. I don't think they're leading on technology, because we did get a notification of who was at one point. Japan was the first into to get spies in the Renaissance era. But they don't actually have musketmen. But obviously they must have got at least the technology. You know, it's not the only technology, it's just the most noticeable one, because we see the units. But yeah, so far, there's a lot going on right now. Let's keep our eyes out for. See how the Ottomans in Arabia goes. This is big. Arabia goes first, moves a few units back from Egypt. So yeah, that's going to fail now. And I assume they'll be trying to defend themselves. But the Ottomans certainly capable too. And actually a few Arabian units might get caught out and die here. So that's not good. France did settle up here. Okay, I didn't know if they'd conquered something on the mini-map. But no, they must have settled that at some point. We'll see how they do against the Goths. Not too much going for them yet as the Ottomans fight a few units. How is Russia doing against the Huns? This seems to have burned out a little bit. Seems to have stopped. I don't actually, by the look of it, they may have pieced out. I don't think so, but potentially it looks like it's stopped a little bit. Brazil not making too much progress against the Inca, so both will survive for a bit longer. And the Garamantes versus Rome. Not really said much about the Garamantes. Them and Morocco sort of annoying each other all game. Spain grabbed this island. Yeah, they should be able to kick Rome pretty easily out of this city. I don't know about this one, but yeah, that's not ideal for the Romans. And Spain is fighting back, so maybe there's a chance Spain gets a hold of that again. Some more new settlements now into Siberia, Mongolia. China's got a settler coming over this way. Probably a bit ambitious from China, but there you go. We'll see what they all get up to. See how this... It's interesting how this area fills out. I'm kind of hoping... Obviously, it doesn't look nice from a border perspective, but if it fills up with a load of random cities, it does prevent sort of one power just uniting it all really quickly, so that's really good. And we're at a point in the game where I think Mongolia may have left it too late, and same for Russia, to really dominate in that area. Not in the same way like the Zulu have done. Obviously the Kulin got it for a free pass, but they've done it as well. And the Shoshone are probably set to do it in North America, be quite strong. And I mean, the Shoshone are looking very good at the moment. The Goths versus the Ottomans now, it's just non-stop wars in some of these regions. Again, the Ottomans should be pretty safe from that, but it was a distraction again when they probably could have done well. And maybe Arabia has made a good decision here. Maybe they're going to grab this city, can build some boats, and obviously one day they'll probably try to get this off Persia. All of a sudden, that could be quite a useful way of going about things. Zulu versus Arabia. Ooh, that's not so good. This city might be under threat. Depends how well they can defend it. Zulu a few turns away though. Oh, Songhai. I did not think of this when they attacked Arabia. I just sort of forgot this city existed. But yeah, the Songhai should be able to conquer that pretty easily. And they're starting to look bigger. Starting to look better. So they can still maybe defend everyone from the Zulu. And now Great Britain has joined the wars against Spain. London is huge. We'll see. Not too many boats, so this shouldn't go too well for them. But it's not a good sign for Spain, who've sent another settler out this way. Don't know where this one's going. Maybe to Africa. I don't know. It can't get to the New World that way. It can go the other way. It can go up this way. Oh no, triremes can't, but land units can. It's a bit of a weird scenario. This scout can, in theory, sneak around. Whether it can do it knows to do it or will do it, I don't know. But in theory, they can visit each other. By the look of it, that hasn't happened. I don't see America's units to have done it. But if you take the exact perfect path, it is possible with a scout. Essentially, Texas now making progress against both Aztec cities. Strange way to order to attack them, but there you go. And Ravenna, yeah, does fall to the Garamantes there in North Africa. And we also saw Arabia grab Samsun. And now, oh, and it's not a good turn for Rome as Seville also falls back to Spain. So Rome, little smaller than they were again. Not so good for them. France not really making much progress against the Garamantes. And not much being done by Sweden here. This is just a regular Sweden. Maybe I should have used the other one again. I completely forgot. So I do apologise. I used a different one last time that people said was a bit better. Yeah, not this time, to be honest. So I'll just be honest and open about that one. This is just regular game Sweden. North America still exciting. I'm quite interested in how Canada do. I mean, if they can get Washington, that's probably a success here. But yeah, they don't look terrible. I mean, obviously the Shoshone are doing very well elsewhere. But yeah, I wouldn't lose faith in Canada. I'm just looking at the turns. Yeah, so it'll probably be this episode, and then the one after. I'll do one more episode after this, and that'll be the Info Addict one. The series is running a little slower, so I do apologise in advance. It just means we might do the speed up sort of measures that I normally do at the end a little bit earlier, but nothing particularly too serious. We are on quick speed, so hopefully we can sort of enjoy every era of the game and see a lot of different things occurring. And obviously there's going to be some big power vacuums at certain points when just certain civs disappear, which is something we can all wait for. Baghdad has fallen to the Songhai. But yeah, I mean, it's good at least we get a couple of episodes between the deletings. That at least allows for some enjoyment, see what actually happens. And the Huns actually do conquer Rostov off Russia, so they're starting to mount a little bit of a comeback here. So that's pretty good. I'm so curious as to how Japan's doing, because that was fantastic. And America has lost the city of Washington to Canada. There you go. Boom. And this city, I mean, the Iroquois should be very worried too, but we'll see when that time comes. People who like shiny things the most: France, Egypt, the Zulu, Spain already building up some money, Canada. Who's got nothing? Oh, this works. There's 36 civs remaining. There we go. I didn't have to count now. Oh, Texas with a citadel as well, so not much left for America now. The United States, a really, really tough spot for them. Another game they haven't done well in. One day. Every time, though, it does make me feel better of my Let's Play as them, like 4 years ago when I was a complete scrub as well. Just makes it all feel even better. Okay. How is this looking? How California doing? Rome has reconquered Seville off of Spain. There we go. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time. Spain has a little bit less this time. Obviously, England's been cleaning up a little bit. Britain is the Britain mod with Victoria. I know it looks exactly identical. Actually, I think the flag might be different. Oh no, I think England gets a different flag if you use Britain, so that's where I get confused sometimes. Siam and these guys, no war yet. Harappa, they're looking good though. I'm like, what are these units, by the way? Bullock carts. They've got a little triangle, so they're a civilian unit. I don't actually know what they can do. Don't know what they're up to. They have quite a few of them. They're pretty interesting though. Looks like they might be about to attack Persia. Although they also have trade going this way, so may not be the best idea. And Arabia is holding off the Ottomans just fine. But that'll be it for this episode. And just to cap it off, China just settled a random city up here in the snow. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one.